Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast. This is episode 66. I am the Techno Jelly, your host, with my co-host Alchem Games. Alchem, it's our first episode that isn't an award show of the new year. How has the new year been going for you?
Oh God, it's been terrible. It's like one thing after another. It just keeps happening. Just tons and tons of terrible stuff. But
That makes
it's
sense.
it's so far I'm surviving. I'm surviving 2016. So I mean 2026.
2016, damn.
Bro, I went back in time. That's how bad things are, dude. My mind is still stuck in a different era. But no, I've been okay. So, ups and downs. But It's only been the first 2 or 3 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
So I'm good. But yeah, how about you?
It's been all right. It's been all right for me. It's
All
been
right.
an interesting thing, I guess, going into the new year, really. But with that outcome, there is something I do want to talk about that we talked about
Oh, what a
last
segue.
year, technically. Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a year since we talked about
It's been a
this.
year since we've talked about this.
Oh
And
man.
it's something that both you and I couldn't
Oh.
believe, right? And I bet you don't even remember because there's a game coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
No, in 2 weeks, roughly,
Mm-hmm.
right? That you and I said we were going to play together. Do you remember what this game
Yeah.
is?
Uh no.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because the game is
Damn.
Highguard.
Oh yes.
And the reason I'm bringing it up, Alchem, is because they haven't
Wait.
done anything since last year. Since the
I was
Game
about.
Awards, they haven't done anything.
I from yeah, I'll be honest with you, I kind of forgot because yeah, there has been no notice of it yet
So
at
since
all.
their last tweet, Alchem, was December
Yeah.
11th, 2025.
Oh boy.
They haven't done anything since then, right? And you and I talked about this,
Yeah.
saying like, it's crazy that it was the Game Awards last showing. It was their last
Mm.
trailer and all that type of stuff. And I think you and I were both talking about this. You have to correct me if I'm putting words in your mouth here, Alchem, but we were flabbergasted. I remember being flabbergasted that they probably paid a lot of money for that last spot, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember if you said that or not? I couldn't remember if that was just a me thing or if you
No,
said
I'm
that.
just like they probably just waited. Yeah, no, I just kind of was like they must have wasted a bunch
Yeah,
because it to get a spot there, they've already mentioned how much it costs to be
yeah,
on there,
yeah. So,
and to just get the last spot, that's definitely a lot more.
yeah. So according to oh god, I just realized that this is the wrong tweet. But according to someone from Bloomberg, if I remember
Hmm.
correctly, yeah, okay, Paul Tassi, he is
Hmm.
a journalist from Forbes. Sorry, so he works from at Forbes, right?
Yeah.
From his sources, Highguard didn't pay anything to
What?
be at the
Wait,
Game
what?
Awards final spot. So the show put them there.
What?
So
What?
so whoever has control, whether it be Jeff or the team around Jeff, put Highguard at the final spot,
Huh?
which
Favoritism or
I
connections? I
don't
guess.
know. It could be connections. We don't know who the devs are. Like we know who the devs used to be in terms of like EA devs, but we don't know who the
Mm-hmm.
devs are personally. So maybe they know
Yeah.
Jeff. But
Yeah.
like another thing is Jeff also said that he did play the game. So maybe he really does truly believe that this game is really fun. And look, I don't want to say Jeff Keighley has bad taste or anything like that. But if Jeff thinks that that was a game that deserves to be in the final spot, that wasn't a paid spot, where Divinity was announced, Control 2 was announced, um, so many games were announced. Like, those are the two big ones that I remember off the top of my head, but so many things were announced. but the last game you decide to do with and them not paying millions of dollars to be in that spot is a hero shooter made by devs that, no offense to them, no one cares about, because if they're not
Mhm.
making Titanfall 3, no one cares about it.
Yeah.
Because like when you put the from the creators of Titanfall
Yeah, you can't say that. Yeah,
and
we
the
went over this. The second you
yeah,
said that, you doomed it because everyone thought, oh, Titanfall,
well like
or
it's not even just that.
this better be Titanfall level of like good
Yeah, I mean the thing is the game is nothing like Titanfall. It's not a first
at all.
person
Yeah,
multiplayer shooter. Like when you and I looked at that
yeah,
trailer, it looks like a MOBA game. Like it looks like a Overwatch plus
yeah.
MOBA because it has
Yep.
jungle creeps or like has neutral creeps, it has tower pushing, it has all that type of stuff. So it like it's crazy to me, Alchem, that let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This game is coming out in 9 days. It's coming out the 26th of January.
I've not heard anything. No one's made an
It's
announcement.
coming
No,
out
I've been.
26th of January on that Monday.
There's not even
And
been any
there's nothing.
content creator saying anything like that they're doing the game or anything.
No,
No one.
there has been one content creator that I've seen that has basically leaked that he was playing the game and
Oh.
he hated it. And
Oh
the
no.
reason I know of this picture is
Oh.
that he screenshotted his Steam library with the Highguard. I think it was like a Highguard closed thing, right? It was a test or whatever. And he played a few hours of it and he said he hated it and stuff like that. And people
Wow.
were making fun of him because of his Steam library because it had all of the shooters basically. It had like, it had it's like those people like the template of
Right.
this was the like, games nowadays
Haha,
suck.
you still play shooter in 2026?
Yeah.
Ha ha
It was
ha.
well it wasn't just that. It was like people claiming that games are dead and video gaming is dead in current year and all
What?
they play is Apex Legends and Warzone type of players, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, those. Yeah.
Right? So it's like he's like one of those guys. And he had a lot more than just two games, but it was a lot of multiplayer PvP games. And I saw that everyone's making fun of him saying that, but what I got of that outcome is that,
That
once
was
again,
boring.
no, well, not just that outcome. He should be their audience. Highguard is a PvP focused multiplayer shooter.
Right.
And this guy who plays nothing but those games said it sucks. He also I almost guarantee he broke so many NDAs doing this tweet.
Most likely.
And the reason I think so is because I can't find the tweet anymore. Like, I literally can't. I don't know where. I remember seeing it all over the place, and I've lost it. So, he probably got told to be taking that down or something like that. Or maybe I'm just bad at looking for it. But, yeah, the game was literally made for him. Like, that should be their core audience of multiplayer PvP guys. And he hated it. He said it was boring.
We made this for you.
Yeah.
Eh.
And they just do not care. It's crazy to me. And okay, Alchem, this might be a little masochism in me. This has made me so excited to play this game. Because I can't wait to play this game when it comes out, Alchem, and be like,
Game was made for you.
and be like, I can't believe that Jeff thought this was deserved of the final spot. I can't believe that they thought this was a good idea. You know? Because okay, here's the thing, Alchem. Sorry, I cut you off again, but I just need to say this one thing.
How dare you? Dare you?
I need to say this one thing. You and I, Alchem, we play a lot of games together. We've played good games,
Yeah.
we've played bad games.
Yes.
I feel like
We play games?
yeah, every once in a while. I feel like this might be one of the games that you and I play together because I wanted to play together with you, and we're gonna be bored playing this together. I feel like
I really hope not. God,
because you and I have played some of the worst games, like actual garbage games, and still had a ton of fun in them, right?
Yeah, because they started to fall in. Okay, there's
So bad it's good.
and then there's like bad that it's good kind of
Yeah.
category. But it takes
But every
It's like a
time I
certain
hear,
level of bad.
yeah, but every time I hear about this game, it sounds like it's boring. And like when you and I play this
Which is
game together,
worse.
I feel like we're gonna play it once, and we're gonna be like, let's never play that again.
I
I
mean,
think I could
honestly, it's gonna
go
do
ahead.
the
Go ahead.
worst thing you can do. It's not gonna be broken. It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be just a bad game. It's a boring game, and that's like the
Yeah,
worst thing you could be.
and I hate to say it, Alchem, but it's just Concord. It's
Oh
Concord because
no.
that was the problem with Concord. The
You
problem with Concord was it was boring.
you wanna? Okay, okay. The day it comes out and we play it, do you wanna after we're done playing it, do you wanna give like a death counter or like how many
Oh yeah,
days you think
project
this
how
will
many
last?
how many
Like
yes.
after we get to actually try it.
100%. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here when it first comes out, so we'll have to play it a couple days later. But and
All right.
if you can't wait, you can play.
I will wait.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Like when I
Because no, this is
yeah.
something we started
Yeah.
here. I mean, we watched it on the game show.
Yeah.
I'll be dead ass. I really have no pull. There's nothing pulling me to try. It looks intriguing, but is it my genre of gameplay? Not really. I mean,
the problem
and
is
I enjoyed Deadlock for
yeah.
God's sakes.
Well, yeah, well the thing is like you and I have we enjoyed Deadlock. I think you enjoyed Deadlock more than I do. But like
Mhm.
it's I just don't know what this game is. Like we saw the trailer, we saw the gameplay, and I'm like, I'm just confused. I don't get it.
We couldn't narrow down how what exactly it looks like. It looks like a team-based siege kind of thing where
You know what?
yeah, kind of like a MOBA, yeah. Because
Well, yeah,
there's
yeah.
towers.
Every time we looked at it, I'm like, this looks like Overwatch, but it looks like if Overwatch and League of Legends, like it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's like a bunch of board members got into a meeting room and said, what are some of the most popular games? They said, um, Overwatch, League of Legends, and battle royales. You know, the insert battle royale like Fortnite. And they said, well, we're going to take the graphic style of Fortnite because it kind of looks a little like it's like cartoony in the way. The graphic style of Fortnite and Overwatch because the character models are decent. The gameplay of a MOBA style game and the ability based Overwatch heroes. And it's like just push that all together. And I just don't get it. I'm so confused. It's why I'm so curious about this game because
At this point,
but
it's like
but it's also
we
like
just,
similar to when you and I played Splitgate. We
we
played
just have to
Splitgate
wait.
for like I think we played it once or twice. And
I
we were
forgot about
like,
that. I actually
yeah, no,
I
like we
just
played it.
no. You mentioned
Yeah.
irony. You mentioned that. I was looking at my emails and they actually reached out like we've invited you to join their content thing. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's so funny to me. And
I just
I just can't believe it. Because the more I learn about Highguard Alchem, the more I say over and over again, I literally can't believe it. Because not only did they not apparently pay for their final spot of the Game Awards, Jeff thought it was worth it to put it there, and they haven't said anything. Because like, okay, I can understand this team. Like, once again, I don't blame the devs. I don't blame the devs necessarily because if they wanted to make the game like this, they wanted to make a game like this. And honestly,
yeah.
it's the Game Awards' fault for putting them in such a spotlight, right? Now, it also depends on what backers they have. Like, if this is just a indie studio and they're trying to, make a multiplayer game and they release the game and they're like, damn, we didn't get as many players as we thought we would, but we're a small indie game. We don't need that many players. There's tons of multiplayer games like that, So many multiplayer games that can survive off of a couple thousand players, sometimes even a couple hundred players. Like Warcraft 2, like literally Warcraft 2 has an active multiplayer community if you know where to find it, Like there's so many games that have hundreds of players at their busiest time that have an active community still. But the problem is they were the last game shown in the Game Awards.
I feel like in doing so, they set this game up on such a high pedestal when it's a genre that no one really asked for. It's not one, even if okay, even if it technically, I mean, it's a shooter technically, but at
Yeah.
least from what we've
There's
seen, it's a
shooter
shooter
elements,
technically.
and it does look like
Yeah,
aiming matters because some of
and
those guns looked
and
like more guns.
we've entered the era where it's okay. Some people may disagree, but I think so. I think the shooter genre has finally plateaued in terms of like the popularity. There's still like plenty of people who love shooters, but I feel like in terms of the majority of gamers, I feel like the shooter genre has finally like it's starting to not die, but it's starting to like the hype for it is starting to lower.
Well, I feel like I
And
agree with you when it comes to plateauing, but it's also
yeah,
because
yeah.
all shooters nowadays are carbon copies of the last shooter.
Yep.
Like,
Nothing is
when was
different.
the last
Everything is the
shooter?
same.
Like, you I think you play more shooters than I do nowadays, Alchem. Like, when was the last shooter you played that wasn't an indie game that like felt like it was like actually trying to do something different? I
I feel
honestly
like
don't even
okay.
know.
The only one I give credit to still is will still be Battlefield, but that's solely because they stick
Yeah,
to
but
their script.
that's
They
but
literally stick to their
yeah,
script, and
that
that's it.
the reason people like I even enjoyed Battlefield 6, but that's because they went back to Battlefield.
Yeah, yeah. They stuck to the script, and honestly, surprisingly, that in an era where everything's starting to become almost like a battle royale esque thing, or it's like trying to be what COD is, which I don't even know what it is anymore.
Yeah.
I find it vaguely refreshing,
Yeah.
which
Like
so that's why I'm like I can't wait till I can get to play it so one day. But yeah, what's it?
I just
I for in high
in
okay,
hindsight,
I'm what is in hindsight? Is that what hindsight?
hindsight.
Uh,
In hindsight.
Hindsight? It can't be. It's not called hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight, I'm
The
pretty
game
sure
is
it is. Oh no, the
the game's
game?
called
Wait,
yeah the game.
what game?
Not no no no. The game we're talking about
High
the
guard.
we
Sorry,
High
I
Guard.
thought
Thank
you're asking like the word in
no
hindsight.
some other game. No.
Yeah,
I know what hindsight. I was about to
yeah.
be like wow that is so ironic that this game is called hindsight. Okay no.
No, it's called high guard,
Uh,
which
High
also,
Guard
if you
no
didn't
in
realize, also means high guard. Also means in other words, it also means Overwatch.
mhm.
It was so funny.
So I'm just like in Highguard's position right now.
Mm,
They were put on a pedestal way too high for their genre.
yeah,
They were like mentioned with like a pedigree of a game that they are not even
yeah,
related to, not even close to.
yeah. I
So
mean,
so
I think. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
no, they're unfortunately they're kind of set themselves up for a fall here, and unless the game absolutely like knocks it out of the park and everyone loves it,
If they
then
even give it a try.
yeah, yeah. If they even bother to give it a try, I feel like this is going to be another Concord situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
hopefully not as bad as Concord, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Here's the real question, Alchem. I
yeah.
told you that I won't be able to play it on launch. You're gonna wait for me. We have to
Mm-hmm.
wait 3 days.
That's fine.
Do
You
you
don't think it's service gonna die?
are we gonna be able to find a game or even launch the
Oh,
game? Like
I
do you think it's
hope.
that bad? I don't know if it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I
Because
really doubt it's that
Even
bad.
Concord had a couple thousand people in the first like couple days.
Yeah, and it
With
lasted at least what, 2 weeks,
I think it
3 weeks?
honestly, I'm gonna be with you. I think they pulled the plug a little early. Like I definitely think Concord could have survived, but yeah, like and it's an indie studio with what we're pretty sure they don't have a corporate overlord right now. So it is like there's a good
Okay.
chance that these guys might try to give it like they might try to push it longer. Like I understand everyone in chat as well
Mhm.
saying like the game's not going to last this long. There isn't a Sony to pull the plug here. The reason Concord
True.
died so
There's no
fast was
corporate
Sony pulled
overlord.
the plug.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is like these guys can try to do it as long as they can, as long as the money's still there, and we don't know what their
True.
financial we don't know what their
Considering that
financial stuff is, so they could
considering
be
that the
trying to
game
pull
didn't
it.
cost them at the Game
Well, yeah, especially
Awards,
at the Game
then
Awards.
yeah. Yeah.
And
It didn't cost them to be there, so
I'd hate to
it
say
might be
it,
good.
even though I disagree with them saying from the makers of Titanfall and Apex Legends,
Hmm. Oh no,
you
I
can
say.
guarantee they got backers because of you say that. Like, oh, we worked on these games. You can guarantee that they got some decent funding. So
Hmm.
hopefully we'll be able to play it because I won't be able to play it right away. But
I mean,
I
it's
don't
3 days.
think, yeah, it's 3 days. I don't,
If
no
it's
game
three
is good.
days, then it's even worse than Concord.
Yeah. Then
And
we're going to
Concord
have to,
lasted 2 weeks.
yeah, it lasted 2 weeks. And I do say I think Concord could have lasted a lot longer, but it's because Sony pulled the plug.
They got really scared. Yeah.
Yeah, Sony pulled the plug on that one. So yeah, that was kind of crazy because it is kind of insane that it is so like there there's so little hype for this game that it's piqued my interest only because there's no chance if I remember this game a year from now, if I even manage to, I highly doubt I'll be able to
Oh,
play it. There's no way I'll be able to play it if I remember this game 6 months to a year from now. You know, I'll never forget
we
Concord, but I'll never be able to play Concord.
we got an early nominee for like the fail of the year or the worst game of the year, don't
Yeah,
we?
it's highly
Uh,
likely. Though to be fair, what we do is biggest disappointment, and I don't think can a game that you're expecting to fail, if they fail, is that a disappointment? Like
uh,
there isn't really we're not anticipating this game to be good.
I mean, I expected it to disappoint. So, as if
I
it
guess
does
that's
it, it fulfills my expectations of disappointment. I'm gonna still chalk it up to disappointment. Okay,
yeah.
we're not gonna get way too into the question of will it disappoint even though I expected it to and
Yeah,
thus
it's true. It's
succeed.
true. It's true. It's true.
I'm just here like I'm. We can. Oh God, we see the train coming.
Yeah,
We literally see this train wreck coming and just okay.
it's a no-win situation.
I don't want to be a doomsayer. I'm going to have high hopes that this game might actually hit it out of the park and people love it.
I just want
But
this game to
I'm
survive.
yeah, I'm just seeing the signs that I've seen several times before in the past, and like
Yeah.
pattern recognition is a thing because it's happened before. So you eventually start to like pick up on the cues.
Yeah.
So I feel like it got overhyped. It's a
Way
genre
overhyped.
people never really asked for. They mentioned like develop they mentioned teams of games that people wanted those games, not
Yeah.
this. And to, there's been like you mentioned, which is this is starting to raise a red flag on my end. There's been no further news.
Yeah, I mean
This game is coming out in just a few days.
9 days. It's coming out in 9 days, and they haven't tweeted anything since December
They
11th, 2025.
they have less than a week. I
Yeah.
mean, not less than they have less than 2 weeks,
And nothing.
and no, yeah,
Not more trailers, no more. Okay. Alchem,
they're either
take a guess
they're
how
either
many take a guess
hmm?
how many, sorry. How take a guess how many tweets the Highguard Twitter account has done.
Zero.
Not including its pinned tweet.
Zero.
No, I meant in total. In its lifetime.
Oh, and it's what? Probably 5 because they're talking about the game show awards. They're like, we're proud to be here, blah blah blah. Thank you to Jeff Keighley, blah blah blah. Some stuff like that. And
Alright.
the one that basically shows the video of the trailer.
Alright, Alchem. It's 3.
Dang, even less than I
It's
thought.
3, and it's all on December 11th. And they're all about the Game Awards.
Wow.
So, like, they did 3 tweets on December 11th and nothing
no.
else. Like, it's crazy, man. It's literally insane. I can't believe there's so little stuff for this. Like, look, Alchem, my Twitter account isn't that big, and
yeah?
like they have more followers than I do, but they only have 6,000 followers on Twitter.
You think
know?
you think they're pulling a No Man's Sky situation
Of
where
hoping
they're like No, okay. You remember the history of No Man's Sky when it
Yeah, I
flopped?
remember
Well, not when it flopped. When it came out,
when it
it
came out.
disappointed everyone.
Yeah,
The team behind it said, "All right, we're going no
yeah.
communication.
They said
We are just gonna work on it."
yeah. They
And
said
they stopped.
they
Yeah,
tweeted out they're working on it, and that was basically they went
that
silent.
was it. They never said. You think they might be doing? I mean,
I
this is
mean,
me being hopeful. This is me being
I
hopeful.
honestly, Alchem, I agree with your hopefulness. I think they saw the catastrophe that was the Game Awards announcement, and they said we need to make this game good. We need to make sure this game is good, right? That's the
Hmm.
hopeful side of me. The
Yeah,
other side of
me
me,
too.
Alchem, thinks this is like Days Gone. Do you remember Days Gone?
Oh no, you don't. No,
Because
you
like
don't think it's gonna be that.
I think this game is real. It's more real than Days Gone.
It's more
But
real than
like
I don't think it's Days Gone category.
do you don't think okay,
At
well,
least I
yeah.
hope. I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I don't think so either, but that's like the worst case scenario, right?
Because I mean, one, Jeff Keighley's going to take a big stab in his reputation for that if that
Yeah.
happens. I don't think he'd stick out his neck like that.
It's true. It's true.
So
To be fair, he is the one who announced No Man's Sky as well. Way
yeah.
back in the day.
So
In 2014, I think.
yeah. So I don't think it's going to be a
Days Gone. Days Gone?
Days Gone situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Probably
a Days
not.
Gone
Probably not.
situation. Yeah, no. It's just that this game, like I said, it's just they announce it. It was like I thought. All their pins, all their things were just talking about stuff that happened during the game show, and
Yeah.
just talking about the game during the game show,
Yep.
and then nothing, and that's concerning. I mean,
Yeah. It
it could
is.
be yeah, again like they're putting they're actually
Just
like hitting
putting
the
their
ground
heads in the
running, working
sand,
their ass.
working hard.
Yeah, yeah, it could be that, or I don't know. They could be sitting on their hands and doing nothing and just expecting this to do well because they got all the hype during the game show awards. I
I
certainly
don't
hope it's
think
not the latter.
yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no amount of toxic positivity that I could see that make you think that the Game Awards went well.
It happened to Concord. Well, no,
No,
toxic
but
positivity wise, it happened to them.
yeah, but that was all internal. No one
Yeah.
really. We didn't know Concord was a thing until like a couple weeks before it came out. Didn't we? I guess there was some trailers and stuff, and
We did
everyone said,
know. Yeah.
but okay. I think the difference is
Mhm.
that is the type of company they are.
Hmm.
Because you know, when you have Sony backing you, I think there's a different aura, you know? You have like, oh, we have Sony backing us, it's fine. You know, this game's good.
Hmm.
Type of thing. When you don't have a big corporation backing you, I think criticism might hit a bit harder. Especially such public criticism like the Game Awards.
Hmm.
I don't remember Concord being announced at like a reward show though. It was just a trailer if I remember correctly. Maybe it was during
Yeah.
was it in a state of play maybe? Because it was a Sony product.
I think it was in a state of play. I think it would, back
I think
then
it
when
was
it came out. It
I
was
think it
during
was
a
in a
state of
state of
play.
yeah, I think it was during a state of play. I don't know. The more we talk about the Alchem, the more we talk about it, it just sounds more and more like Concord to me.
It's really setting itself up. Yeah.
It just sounds more and more like Concord, unfortunately.
Uh, I really hope not.
Yeah.
We have 9 days, so 9 days? Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of
And
crazy. It is
oh boy.
kind of insane. And okay, to move on from that insane story, to move on to a different insane story, Alchem, have you played Monster Hunter Wilds recently?
Not recently. What have they done? What
Have
did
you
they
played
do?
have you played since they announced DLC? Not new DLC,
No.
not new DLC. I'm saying the older DLC. They haven't announced new DLC. I'm not trying to tell you that.
No.
Okay, Alchem. So, one of the big problems people have a lot with Monster Hunter Wilds is its terrible performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be shocking for me to tell you that one of those problems, it turns out, for performance is DLC. Have you seen this? Do you know why, or shall I explain it to you?
I know exactly why. I saw a post. I saw the post that was posted explaining that.
Yes. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Monster Hunter Wilds has DLC, and the game checks for your DLC, right? Which almost every game does, which I should say. Every game checks to see, oh, hey, does this person own the DLC? Capcom, or the Monster Hunter Wild devs, 100% don't know about this, because the checks for DLC in Monster Hunter Wilds are so aggressive and do it so often that it hurts performance. And I don't know if you've seen the video, Alchem. It checks within 30 seconds, it checks it 30,000 times.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't see the video, so I didn't
It
see
checks
the amount it checks.
tens of thousands of times every like 10 seconds or something like that. It's insane how aggressive it is. It checks so much. And did you also see how how much FPS you lose?
Don't you lose like 30?
It's like 20ish for like the
20,
it's like 20 to 25 depending on how bad it is. And it's a lot.
Amount.
Well, cuz in the comparison video I saw, the person that had the thing running that was doing the checks, they were getting 30 frames or lower, and when it wasn't on, they basically never went below 30. They were getting around 45, sometimes higher, but sometimes lower. Because, to be fair, Monster Hunter Wilds isn't very well... It's not a well-optimized game to begin with. But, yeah, this DLC check is insane. And it was so crazy to see how often it checked. I think it was 33,000 in like a 30-second clip I saw. And you know what the hilarious thing is, Alchem? This issue also exists in Dragon's Dogma 2, apparently. Because the same person who found this problem in Monster Hunter Wilds is the same person who found this problem in Dragon's Dogma 2. So I don't know what Capcom is doing to have this thing, but it is so crazy to me. And there was a mod that came out that unfortunately is no longer publicly available, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That basically made the game think you owned the DLC, and if you had that installed, you'd instantly gain like 20 FPS.
Yep.
And
Which
it's crazy.
It sucks because it basically means you get a. And yeah. I literally was about to just make that notion right there. By the way, she's in chat. So yeah, basically, if you paid for the DLC, your game runs smoother because the game is like, oh, you got the DLCs, all right, good for you. We don't need to check anymore. You're just,
yeah.
Why, Capcom? Why?
Yeah, it's kind of
make such a blunder.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is that this is apparently a problem in Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. So, like, how did you guys not find this? Because, like, it's not like Capcom's a small indie company,
Not at all.
Like, Capcom isn't as popular as some people think they are because the games they make aren't, like, multi-billion-dollar products, Even though gamers love the Capcom games... They're not making Fortnite money here. But, like, Capcom games still sell millions of copies. So it's like, guys, you're not working with small teams here. You're, like how has this not gone... How did this get past this? And how is this a problem again? And why aren't you fixing it? Because, obviously, there needs to be a way to fix this. Because I can't imagine this can't be a thing to fix. Like, this has to be something that's relatively... or easier to fix. So I don't know. Though if this is a purposely thing of being like, hey, if you buy the DLC, you'll get better performance, that is hilarious in like the worst kind of way, like in the most dystopian type of way. That is hilarious, but it makes me sad, Alchem, in a lot of ways.
It should actually make the player base enraged because basically they're trying to just sell. They're trying to like say or not. They are literally just trying to sell performance as some additional feature.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, luckily that's not the official thing. And from what we know, Capcom has
Better
never
not be,
officially.
honestly.
Yeah, Capcom has never officially said anything about this. So it's weird and kind of funny, but also sad, you know, in like all the types of emotions. And like I still haven't played a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds, mostly because my controller stopped working when it came out. So, and while I did play Monster Hunter World without on the keyboard and mouse, I was like I played Monster Hunter Wilds with controller, and now I forgot all the keyboard controls. So I'm hopeless. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like I can't believe that is one of the reasons why
Certainly hope
Monster
they
Hunter
take
Wilds.
action and fix it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this is something that should be easier to fix in my opinion. Like I don't know that much about coding. I'll be real. But it doesn't sound to me that this should be a huge problem. Because it's not a gameplay thing. It's not a gameplay thing. It's not a graphics thing.
It's
a check for DLC.
For the check.
Yeah.
In this era where everything is literally just an upgrade and you can just put out an update, all they have to do is just put out an update.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So for another crazy thing, Alchem.
Yeah.
As we know, Ubisoft is terrible in a lot of ways.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Have you seen... Okay, so do you know that Ubisoft came with a deal with Tencent recently? Relatively recently.
Yeah, I heard of it. I didn't know the details, but I did hear.
$1.16 billion deal with Tencent, right? And have you seen... So this is not necessarily about a game. It's about Ubisoft. Because, Alchem, you don't pay attention to the stock market too much, do you?
No, not at all.
Do you know that the absolute downfall of Ubisoft's stock value is so funny if you don't own it? If you own it, I'm so sorry. If you don't own it, it's hilarious. So Alchem,
jeez, how much value did it lose? What, like in a day?
Over the course of like a few years at this point. So it's been a relatively slow decline, but it's been a steadily basically downhill for a very long time. So Alchem, at its peak, it was around 85 euros, right? And this was years ago, during the pandemic, which is when most video game companies hit their stride, right?
Right.
It is now 2026. Take a guess, what is their current stock price in euros? They were at 85 per share, basically.
I'd say, okay, given the, like how you make it sound, I'd say like probably 20, somewhere between $20 to $15 a share. It's still at least in double digits.
Oh, Alchem, you sweet summer child.
Oh no!
It is.
Oh, no.
It is 5.99 euros per share.
Oh my god!
It is been destroyed and still going down. It is in the past 5 years, it is 92.50% down.
Holy
Ubisoft is tanking hard, and only in the past 2 years, Alchem, it's gone from 20 down to 5. So like, it has been going hard. Like you and I complain about Ubisoft all the time, but usually when we complain about,
they do bad.
Yeah, true. But usually when we complain about these big companies, they're still making a ton of money, you know? Like, when we complain about Microsoft all the time, we complain about Sony, but in terms of market value, Microsoft and Sony have never been stronger. Like, they are literally becoming the most richest companies in the world, slowly. especially
Mhm.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is bleeding its coffers dry.
Oh my
Ubisoft is
god.
literally dying in so many ways.
I Man, I thought I was aiming a little too low, but
Yeah.
no, they're damn.
It is not
Ah,
good. They are going crazy down. And like it's crazy to me because okay, Alchem, let me paint you a picture,
they,
right?
yeah.
You're Ubisoft. Your stock hasn't gone up really in the past 4 years, basically, right? And what you decide to do is you release less games, and the games you do release are the terrible NFT games that I've shown you, because you have to remember most of those games that I showed you that were NFT projects were Ubisoft's,
Yeah.
and Assassin's Creed Shadows. And honestly, I think that was the last game because Far Cry 5 was a while ago. Far Cry
Mm-hmm.
6 was in. When did Far Cry 6 come out? Like, it was Far Cry
That came out
6.
in 2022. I mean, 2022 or 2023?
Far Cry
No,
6 was
that's
2021.
older. Yeah, I was about to say,
So,
like, no,
like,
it's older.
Ubisoft had basically their most recent game, I feel like, is a Shadows and then Far Cry 6. So, like, your
And they
tank
don't,
is tossed. Your
Ubisoft
stock.
doesn't do anything else, right?
Yeah.
They don't do, like, any other media or any
Well,
other product or anything.
Outcome. You're forgetting about the first quadruple A game, Skull and Bones, because that came out. That came out. Let me check.
Uh,
That
Eesh,
came
that
out in
came out
2024.
2018
No,
or
2024,
2020.
William. Or William.
Wait, what?
I don't know why I said William there.
Okay.
2024 in Skull and Bones. It's oh, you know what it is? It's
So
I
that's the
I
most recent game.
for some reason the AI thing Skull and Bones is made by. Okay, the AI thing just randomly said William, and I just read it.
Remember, AI lies
Yeah,
sometimes, or AI
it's
makes
true.
up BS.
But according to Wikipedia, which I trust more than the AI overview, it was 2024, but it wasn't released by a guy named William. I don't know why it said that. Um,
William. Ah, good old William.
yeah. So hilariously enough, Alchem, Skull and Bones was their last game they made.
Yeah, I was about to. So that's the last game, right? But that's so
Yeah. So
sad.
okay, so Ubisoft's, from what I can tell, the big games, 2021 was Far Cry 6, Assassin's Creed Shadows was 2025. Okay. So Assassin's Creed Shadows was the latest one because Skull and Bones was 2024 and Assassin's Creed Shadows was 2025. And like, to be fair to Far Cry 6, Far Cry 6 wasn't a bad game. It was just they haven't changed the game since Far Cry 3. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, excuse me,
Mm,
was basically the same
bless you.
thing. It was like the same game. So
Huh.
it's yeah, man. I don't know. Ubisoft makes me sad in a lot of ways because
They
like
literally don't make anything else.
yeah,
They need to. They just need to make a decent game, and they they've been really lackluster on that one lately. And
I mean,
then
you say
they jumped into the
lately.
crypto scene.
Yeah, you say lately, Alchem, but it's been like 5 years, 6 years now. Like
Okay, well,
okay, be honest with me, Alchem. What's the last Ubisoft game that you played and enjoyed? Because I can tell you mine, and it's been a while.
um, uh, uh, Rayman Origins?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forget about Rayman all the time because Ubisoft does as well.
Yeah, they do. Oh, don't remind me. But yeah, that was the latest Ubisoft game I remember playing, but that was years ago.
That was a long time ago. Oh, wait, I think I actually watched you play that game.
Yeah.
Rayman
Because I remember playing it
Origins.
recently because I was like, oh, cool, I remember this game. This was awesome. Let me replay it again.
Rayman
And yeah,
Origins was 2011. Are you thinking of Rayman
uh,
Legends?
yeah, I think I'm thinking of Legends.
Legends was 2013.
Yeah, I didn't play it. I didn't play it. I know I played it like recently within the past 4 years.
Yeah,
But oh
because
no.
you know what the hilariousness, Alchem, is you and I have a similar year because the last Ubisoft game that I enjoyed was Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was 2013 as well, which was Assassin's Creed 4.
Goodness.
Because like I I played when they went RPG with Assassin's Creed, but like I didn't really like I played it and I didn't hate it, but I didn't truly have a lot of fun. I played it once. I played it once for a couple hours and I never went back. Like I every once in a while play through Assassin's Creed 4 I play Black Flag every once in a while and I'm like, man, this was a fun game. I never go back to the other Assassin's Creed games. Black Flag is the only one I go back to.
Huh.
And yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh, wait, they also released the Star Wars game. Star Wars the smuggling game.
Oh yeah. I just
Star
don't
Wars
remember what it's called.
Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws.
Outlaws. Okay,
And
that
that was
looks fun.
2024.
Didn't that flop? Yeah.
Yes,
Not
that
like
flopped pretty hard.
no.
Okay, let me rephrase this. For a game with Star Wars in its name, it flopped. Like I think it sold okay, but it really like for a game that has the Star Wars name, it really didn't seem to be doing very well. Like
Hmm.
for instance, first of all,
Uh,
their expansion came out for it, and I didn't even know that.
what?
And the game peaked at 834 players on Steam, and peak player counts for single player games aren't that big of a deal, honestly. But you would hope a Star Wars game would get a little bit more than that. Like peak player counts, once again, not a big deal for single player games. But I'm sure they were hoping more than 834 on Steam. It was also a
Yeah.
Game Pass game, so it's hard to say.
Uh,
So we'll never truly know. And to be fair, it also didn't do critically. It didn't do that well critically as well. You
no,
know,
it did not.
like
Yeah.
look, when IGN is giving you a 7 out of 10, that's not a good sign. When you're a Star Wars game, you know, like GameSpot gave it a 6 out of 10. I don't think I've seen a 6 out of 10 in a long time from GameSpot. So it
Uh,
probably sold still decently. According to Wikipedia, it was the ninth. It was the third best-selling game in the United States in August,
what?
and the ninth in the top 20 games of revenue in the U.S., UK, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and for August.
Hmm?
But like, assuming they purchased the rights or like the IP to use Star Wars in its name, I think you're going for more than 1 million in its first month.
Yeah.
When it's a Star
Yeah.
Wars
No.
game, you're hoping for more than 1 million in a month because yeah, it's not looking good.
We're either gonna hear about Ubisoft either selling to someone or I don't
Well,
know.
they did.
Either they like. Oh wait, you're
They
right. They
did
did
just
to
to
Tencent. You're
Tencent
right. They
basically.
did Tencent. Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, wait a minute. No, yeah, you're right. They did.
They basically did.
Uh,
They also
I don't know.
got bailed out by the Canadian and French government a couple times, apparently, now that I'm reading some history. But
What the heck?
look, man, Ubisoft hasn't been doing well, apparently.
And for a while, apparently.
Looks like Ubisoft
Jesus.
should. I don't know what happened at Ubisoft, but damn, do they
I,
need better something.
they need to just make games. Like, I sort of got, sometimes they just need to. Okay, I understand that it takes time, energy, and specifically money,
Yep.
but in some cases, not just trying to make another triple A game every single time is the best approach.
Yeah.
Because, look, triple A has lost the oomph it had before, now that a lot of indie devs have shown that you don't need the biggest production team. You don't need hundreds of people working on it. You don't need all this fancy stuff to do. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it is as simple as sometimes it is as simple as what Mario used to be. Just go through the level and go save the princess. It sometimes
Mhm.
just needs a simple game mechanic, and that's it. Just you need something catchy to hook people, especially
Yeah.
now that like currently there's no like major thing that everyone's playing nowadays. Anything can basically be the top game right now.
Yeah. Well, and another thing is that people don't care about a game being realistic. Like I think
No,
that's
not at
one
all.
game big AAA companies have lost it, even before we even start talking about the whole terrible generative AI stuff. They've forgotten about art style because
Mm-hmm.
everything wants to be realistic. You want to be the realistic, as possible. I think even though I really enjoy it, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 and like the talk about GTA 6 is where it goes too far because like in Red Dead Redemption 2 there's so many things that are so realistic and like the hairs on the horses and stuff like that, like the growth of people's beards and stuff, like no one cares about that stuff, guys. Like
Yeah,
literally no one cares. The only people who care are people in boardroom meetings.
it's they seem to have forgotten
Gamers
that
don't
video
care about
games
that stuff.
essentially they feel I feel like they've forgotten that video games are essentially a toy.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a life simulator. It doesn't well, I mean, okay. It doesn't need to replicate real life in the
Yeah.
sense of everything has to look like it's a real person. No one cares.
Yeah.
I mean, good God, one of the most played games of all time right now is freaking Roblox and Minecraft. So,
Yep.
like,
Well, like
and they
if
don't
you
look at
think
all
about it, if you think
realistic.
about it, the three most popular games in the world right now are Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft, and all three of those games arguably have terrible graphics.
Yeah, they all look goofy. I don't
Fortnite arguably
understand.
has decent Fortnite can look good, but like it doesn't look realistic.
No, not at
You know,
all.
like it's like guys, the most popular games in the world, excluding like GTA 5 because it is one of the best selling games in the world too, but like the reason GTA 5 is also the best selling game is because it also came out in 2013 and it's on every single console on the planet.
Yeah.
It's on almost as many consoles as Skyrim, and Todd doesn't like that. Don't tell Todd I said that. He'll release Skyrim again. But yeah,
It's
it's crazy to me, Alchem. I
uh,
feel like every time I bring up Ubisoft during this podcast, it's more bad news. I just hope one day we can
it's
both say, "Hey, we both played this game. It came out and it was pretty fun." But I don't know when
I
that'll be.
mean
Maybe when they release Assassin's Creed
we're
4
just
remake.
watching a slow sinking ship. That's what
Yeah,
Ubisoft is at this point.
yeah. I don't
It's like
know. It's crazy.
damn.
Do you think I should buy 5.99 Ubisoft shares? Do you think it'll ever go up? Probably not.
I mean,
It is
hey,
pretty
look,
cheap.
uh, uh, look. I would say, hey, for shits and giggles, sure, go for it because just keep in mind
Yeah.
that you ain't gonna see that money.
Oh
You ain't
yeah,
gonna see
no,
that
it's the
money
stock
back.
market. It's the
Right?
stock
It's
market.
most likely
Everything's a gamble.
it's most likely gonna go down, but considering it got bought by Tencent and right now they haven't really done anything yet, you
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
And they are
maybe
working on
they'll
the
announce
Black
something.
Flag remake. So maybe that will
Yeah.
bring something back. Who knows? Who knows?
It might succeed, or who knows? It might just be basically they'll just announce that they're basically just disassembling Ubisoft and just selling it off and just
No,
converting into something else.
I
But they're
doubt
still
they
working on the
won't.
games.
I doubt they'll do that because of the deal they had. The family that owned Ubisoft still has some control, so who knows? Who knows at this point? But Alchem, I've only got a couple more stories left. But these are pretty. This one is going to be a fast one because I just thought it was hilarious. Because,
Okay.
all right, Alchem, how many? Okay, this is If you don't want to answer this and don't want to expose yourself, I understand. How much TikTok and YouTube Shorts do you watch?
Not as much as I like. Not as much as you think. I only watch it every once in a while after I post stuff. So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'd say maybe if I say like per day, if I were to say like per day or per week, I guess I'd say maybe I watch it every. I'd say maybe like 10 minutes per day, I guess, because I kind of scroll into it.
Yeah. So not that much, but okay. So through your scrolling of TikTok or YouTube Shorts, I've assumed you 100% seen the things where it's either a story being read or something like that, and there's something happening in the background that has absolutely nothing to do with the story being read. Have you seen those?
Are you talking about Are you talking about like the
like
old
the
things where it's
like the
the
Minecraft
Family Guy stuff, and then
yeah,
yeah.
or like they have the Minecraft parkour happening in the background.
Oh, I know. I remember. I think I saw one of those. It was like my dad. There's some weird ass story. It was like my dad or something.
Yeah, it's like people reading out.
It's
people reading out Reddit stories basically, but it's but with in the background it's like GTA 5 racing, or Minecraft parkour, or Subway Surfer, or soap cutting. So Alchem,
yeah, I remember that.
I one day, months and months ago, last year, saw this, and I saw Subway Surfer, right? And I was like, oh my god, Subway Surfer. It's like an infinite runner. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to play this game. Right? And I played Subway Surfer, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. And then I stopped. And then recently, Alchem, I saw something that blew my mind. Because Subway Surfer is a really popular mobile game, right? It's super popular. They're making a sequel to Subway Surfer called Subway Surfer City. And the internet, the part of the internet that cares about that stuff, Alchem, blew up. Like, they can't believe they're making another Subway Surfer. And so much so, Alchem, I was like, oh, wow, you can pre-register and you can get exclusive stuff. On the day that they announced that, it broke it. Like, it just straight up broke. It was so funny, Alchem. And you know what the best thing is, Alchem? I don't know what you can do to make a sequel to Subway Surfer that deserves a sequel name. Because, like, it's an infinite runner. Like, what are they doing with it?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I have absolutely no idea what this game is going to be. Because also their trailer just basically... It's a nothing trailer. Like, the one I saw, at least, it was just some pre-animated stuff. And I was like, damn. Wow. Like, I don't know why you'd even make another one. You seem to be making infinite money anyway. And I was just like, huh. And then I was like, well, I can't wait. The funny thing is when I thought about this, like, well, I mean, I'll probably see it next time I scroll through YouTube or TikTok because I'll see it in the background of something, you know? Because I do have to say, before I played Subway Surfer, I had absolutely no idea what the game's sounds were like because I've never heard the same sounds, you know? Or it's like, you know, or I've only ever seen it in the memes where the Twitch streamer is trying to keep their chat's attention, so they put it in the corner of the screen or something like that, you know? Or, yeah, it's so funny.
I saw a stream that did that.
Yeah. I've seen many joke streams where they're like, I think it was a punishment stream where a VTuber were doing punishments, and whenever they laugh, or no, it wasn't a laugh you lose. It was every time they died in Minecraft, they'd roll the punishment wheel, and they died, and it said put Subway Surfer in the corner of the screen.
Oh my god.
I think at one point they had a Subway Surfer thing, a soap cutting thing. It it was brain rot central. It was hilarious. It was like ADHD, like so many different types of videos while they were trying to play Minecraft because it blocked their view, by the way. So yeah, it was fun. It was really funny. It was really funny. But yeah. So Alchem, I have one more story, and for this
Okay.
story, I have a story to tell you, right? So
Mhm.
Alchem,
The story.
let me give you a rundown of this story, right? You are an unnamed person, right? And you get invited to a unscripted show, right? This show,
Mhm.
you are going to be a contestant in this show, right?
Yeah.
And in this show, you're going to be a participant in a shelter, right? And in this unscripted
Shelter?
show, you need to be in this shelter, and it is going to be, uh,
In a shelter.
yeah, and you are going to be in a suit, most likely. It's going to be blue, and there might even be a number on the back of it, right? And you're going to be participating in this unscripted, almost like a, oh god, what are those, like reality TV series, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been avoiding some very specific words, but now I'm gonna break it out to you because this shelter isn't just a shelter; it's gonna be a fallout shelter, right? And
No.
like this fallout shelter, you're gonna be given certain things to do, right? With huge cash prizes at the end, but you're gonna have to go participate through tests, and these tests are gonna test out your special attributes.
You're
And if you
kidding me.
couldn't,
They're not.
and if you
They're
couldn't
seriously
tell,
doing this.
Amazon has announced a new reality
Of
TV
course, it's
series based
Amazon.
on Fallout, and it is going to be an reality TV show based on Fallout. And um, not only is it based on Fallout, Alchem, because I use Shelter very specifically because it's based on Fallout Shelter, the mobile
They're
game.
really doing this. They're really doing that shit. Wait, I did. People still play that?
Apparently, they do. And it's a part of a new 10 episode run show that Amazon is going to do. You can sign up now. Like, they made an announcement thing, and you can sign up to be part of the show. You're going to be, as a part of a 10 episode run, the participants will have a chance to win huge cash prizes. In the nod of the games, this includes a series of tasks that test the special attributes that put a core of developing your characters: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. In the
What does
announcement
that
post, the creators made it
mean?
clear that they want to keep as much series DNA intact, despite this being a completely new spin off of the universe. And yeah, so a Fallout reality TV show is apparently on the docket for being filmed in 2026. The applications are closing in February
I,
15th.
I,
Alchem, I'll
I'm
be
suffering a
okay.
stroke. Ugh.
You'll be good. You'll be happy to know that
Uh-huh.
I looked at this application, right?
Yeah.
And first of
What?
all, I'd
What?
like to say that if I were to apply, I think I would. I think I could. I qualify enough to actually apply.
Oh.
Except for the fact that when they say list 3 jobs, I've never had 3 jobs, so whatever. And the
Okay.
fact that I think it's U.S. only, so I couldn't do it anyway,
Uh.
which made me sad. I was like, I
Let's see.
kind of want to sign up for this. I would never do it, but I kind of want to because I think it'd be hilarious. But
Uh.
yeah, so it's so funny, Alcon. And
I play
okay,
Mr. Beast.
oh yeah, probably. So like,
This is
let me
his
tell you
fault.
the requirements. You are or will be at least 20 years of age at the time of applying for the program, which makes sense. So they have to be over 21. You must have a valid passport for the whole period of filming and if selected. Have the right to travel and legally enter all locations at Studio Lambert Productions. including without limitations the UK and the US. You will need to be available to take part in filming on dates determined by a producer in the sole discretion. And it will be taking place in June 2026 for a duration of 3 weeks. And you are currently, nor do you currently intend to, or to be a candidate for public office. So basically, you can't, which makes sense.
You can't run for government.
You're not allowed to be a government employee, basically.
Yeah.
Or a politician, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is really funny. Also, agreeing to the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are 7 pages of just so many points. I didn't bother reading it because obviously I'm not signing up. I don't care. But like, it was so funny. Alchem, you have no idea how long I laughed when I read this. You remember when I talked to you yesterday about the funny story I found? This was the funny story I found because I was laughing for so long. Because you know what the funny thing is, Alchem? They're making a reality TV show based on a game that is known for conducting experiments, people, in vaults. Like,
the irony, it wasn't
it's
lost on me
so
when you
funny.
this.
It's so funny, Alchem. It's literally a series known for using human test subjects, and they're making a reality TV show where people are going to be in a fallout shelter. Though, okay, arguably, it's called Fallout Shelter, so we don't actually know if they're going to be in a vault. I doubt it because that would cost a lot of money to
that
make.
Would definitely cost.
It'd probably be. It's probably going to be.
Studio.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably going to be a studio that they've made to look like a vault.
Yeah,
which makes a lot more sense. I doubt they'd make an actual underground shelter. It'd be like, I mean, yeah, that's most likely what they would do. Which makes sense. You have no idea how badly I want to watch this show just because how terrible I think this is going to be, Alchem. And yeah, that's the last thing I have for you, Alchem. I couldn't believe it. What do you think, Alchem? Are you going to sign up?
No, but I am curious to watch.
Yeah,
I still can't believe. Just everything's a game show now, which I'm just like, damn you, Mr. Beast! You had to make
if it's in a converted missile silo. Oh my God, Spartan! That would be hilarious.
We're literally the life replicating art kind of world now. Everything's just a joke at this point.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is, Alchem? When I was reading this story originally, I was like, this has to be a joke. Like, I feel so bad for the Onion. You know the Onion? Because
nothing like
some of the Onion's titles sound more realistic than actual news headlines nowadays.
No, they're prophetic now. They're mostly prophetic stuff. They're like, when they make a ridiculous headline, probably a few years later or less,
it's literally true.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens, and they're like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean. There's nothing that they can't make a joke anymore because most of the time now life just imitates comedy, not art, comedy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh.
We're
in the darkest of darkest timelines.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm really curious what they mean by testing the special attributes. Because like a test of strength is pretty obvious. Perception, I'm sure you can do some sort of like image or looking stuff. Endurance will be interesting because I don't know what they could do with endurance and not hurt anyone. Charisma, I mean, it's just talking. It's a reality TV show, so it's going to be talking things, right? Intelligence, there's tons of stuff you can do with intelligence. Agility is going to be interesting because how on earth do you do that and not get anyone hurt? And luck is probably the easiest. Just like luck is probably some gambling thing, right? Because they always do something like that. Yeah. Anyway. It's a reality TV show. It's trash TV, so I'm not expecting too much, but yeah, it's hilarious, Alchem. It's hilarious. But with that, Alchem, why don't you do some shout outs now that I've crushed your spirit once again?
We are so doomed as a species. I mean, So yeah, that we've reached the tragic end of the podcast. God, I thought it was a doomer before, but man. Okay. So yes, well, we reached the end, guys, and if you guys enjoyed the podcast, you better Be sure to follow the podcast over on YouTube and on Spotify and on every other platform we're on.
Just YouTube and Spotify. I gave up.
Okay, okay. Eventually, one day. But if you guys enjoyed my commentary, my side of the conversation, my name is Alchem. I am the little Tanuki VTuber who streams over on Twitch and YouTube. You can catch my streams where I live stream a variety of different games, and you can also see various shorts and funny stuff that I post on YouTube and on TikTok, as well as on Twitter, where I post random stuff, put pictures of the models I work on, funny things I find enjoyable, even some of the video clips that I make, and just various updates about what I'm planning to do for future streams. If you want to support me, you can always do so by just following the channels. We're almost reaching some milestone goals over on YouTube and even on TikTok, and hopefully we can reach 10K over on Twitch. And if you want to further support me, you can throw a couple of bits over here on Twitch, or you can throw some subs, donations. Maybe you just donate, or just go on the Patreon, or go on Anyways, shilling aside, you can always just support by watching. Especially here on the podcast, where you can always catch me co-hosting alongside the Techno Jelly, who will now take it away.
I refuse. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I coughed and I had to put my hand over.
So they vanished.
Hello, everyone. Yes. I am the Techno Jelly. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you're watching this on my channel or on the Spotify, please subscribe to my channel or hit the follow button on Spotify. I think it's follow. You can also leave comments on Spotify if you would like to. Leave comments down below what you guys like or dislike about the podcast. Let us know if you're angry or not about how our takes. To be fair, Alco and I we're pretty cold takers. We don't do many hot takes, to be fair.
Yeah.
Depends. It depends. It depends what crowd you are, I guess. If you would like to support us directly, please go over to my Patreon at the Technogilla. You get in the credits right now as they're going by, and you also get a once a month live stream that I do as well. We hang out and do all cool types of stuff. Once again, you can follow us on Spotify if you'd like to check it out. I've given up on Apple because they hate me, and they refuse to acknowledge the fact that my account exists. And I've given up because I'm not buying an Apple phone or like Apple product in order to activate it, and they won't let me activate it in other ways. So I gave up. Maybe I'll try one day again. I am also working on a few other things. If you like to check out my YouTube channel, I do videos on Mondays and Fridays. And if you like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads, all at the Technojelly. Thank you, everyone, for watching today's podcast, and we'll see you another time. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, everyone.